even though I think a good chunk of the Trump administration and the intelligence agencies are all for it. But the Western Europeans are gun ho on starting a big war. They just wanted to start it a little later. But I think they're going to get dragged into it through their own stupidity, unfortunately. And the only way to stop that is for the people of those countries to remove the cancer in their capitals and put somebody rational in power. And voting is not going to happen because outside of the Czechs, I was very surprised that Babic was elected. We've seen what the average European election is like. It's cheating. It's autocracy. It's absolute. We'll make the rules as we go, and you don't get a say in it. Unfortunately, and just one comment on autocracy while we're at it. They all love to scream Russia's an autocratic state. There was a very good comparison that came out. How many people were arrested in Russia in 2025 for online commentary? It was 400 people in a country of 150 million. 400 people, and it's a question about how many of them actually went to trial, let alone if anybody went to jail. Versus the UK, which has less than half the Russian population, 14,000. So if we adjusted it for population, it'd be about almost 30,000 people that were arrested, and most of them went to jail, given 2, 3, 4 year sentences for commentaries like "I'm tired of immigrants." Okay, whether it's a nice comment or not a nice comment, supposedly these people have freedom of speech. That's freedom of speech. They're not screaming for revolution. They're not screaming for murder the immigrant or something of that sort. They're stating they're tired of immigrants, or stating that the politicians are idiots. Which, by the way, in Germany, what Merz has 8,000 cases that he opened against people criticizing him online, hurting his feelings. So again, where's the autocracy?
Well, another area though where we seem to be moving towards not just an intensification of the front lines, but also further escalation, even widening the war, would be the attacks on different energy and maritime infrastructure. That is, we see that the targets, of course, of the energy infrastructure goes a bit both ways. That is, Ukraine and NATO are targeting Russian energy, not just through sanction, but also attacks on refineries, now also attacks on civilian vessels. And as we saw in the Mediterranean, it's hard to imagine that, of course, Ukrainians acted alone. This seems highly unlikely, but of course, the Russians are also going after Ukrainian energy and ports to reduce Ukraine's capabilities to attack in the Black Sea. What do you see now being the strategy on the Russian sides? Because I heard many warnings coming out of Russia that